by the video that emerged from a boat in, I don't know exactly where they were. I haven't seen the genesis of this. But Stefon Diggs and some friends, he's dating Cardi B, right? We're on a boat.
I'm on a boat. I'm on a boat. Everybody look at me because I'm sailing on a boat.
I think that anytime football players are on boats, we all remember that famous with the Giants. You remember that? Where it was Odell Beckham and all those guys, and they were all wearing like Timberlands, and they were all on the boat. No shirts on, just hanging out with their jeans and their Timberlands, just, high five. I don't think they won another game for the rest of the playoffs into the next year. I think they went 0 for 20 after that picture. So naturally, when I see Steph Diggs on a boat, I start thinking about that, and I think, okay, guys in boats, let's see. Remember Tom Brady on the boat with the jet ski that, was on the boat, and you could, go right off the side of the boat on the jet ski? That was awesome. I forget where he was. But he's, throwing footballs into the water to his kids and stuff. That was cool. And he won after that. But I feel like the NFL player on the boat to success ratio is a very, very slim one. Anyway, Steph Diggs was on a boat, and I've never seen a more clear video than the video I saw of him talking to 3 young women who all seemed very into what he was saying. And then he produces a bag of pink something. I have heard what everyone thinks it is, and I think I know what it is. It looks like, I'm old and lame. I've never seen that or been offered that before in my life. It looks like if, you seen the Barbie movie, Zach?
Yes.
Me too. Great movie. If they did drugs in the Barbie movie, it would look like this, what Steph Diggs was distributing. That's a legal term. Maybe I shouldn't say that. What he was sharing. Is that better? Whatever, with the girls on the boat there. And he says to him, don't do it all now. All right, you save some for the rest. Save some for the rest of the class here. Sharing is caring, after all. And then you all come back and we'll meet up later, or something. Now, I guess Cardi B was on the boat too. There's another video, and there's girls dancing around and stuff. And Cardi B's there too, and they're dating. So clearly, whatever was happening there seemed all above board. No pun intended. But Mike Vrabel was asked about it today, about this video that's emerged of Steph Diggs and his Barbie drugs, or whatever they are, allegedly. And here's what Mike Vrabel said.
We want to make great decisions on and off the field. And we're hoping that with our time here on the field today, and that when we don't have a script and we're on the call-up periods, that we're making great decisions. And so the message will be the same for all our players, that we're trying to make great decisions. And any conversations that I've had with Stefon will remain between him and I and the club.
Okay. Sounds like things are off to a smashing start here with your new stud wide receiver, doesn't it, Steph Diggs? Ugh. We all want to make great choices. Yeah, I'd say so. By the way, where is Steph Diggs? Anyone seen him? Nope, not here. Okay, great. I guess he was there last week. There was a bit of a back and forth. I think it was Karen asking the question. Karen Garegian?
Yeah, that's right.
Okay, so she was like, well, he was here last week, right? And so how's he coming along? How's his progression and, coming back from the injury? And Vrabel's like, yeah, if he's here, we'll coach him. And it's like, well, wait, was he here or was he not here? Was he here last week or not? How's the rehab coming? How's anything going? Was he there last? It's OTAs, so you don't have to be there. But was he there last week and then told everybody, hey, I'm going on a boat trip with a bunch of girls and Cardi B and whatever that Barbie stuff is. So hold my call. Don't expect to see me next week, unless you happen to have a Twitter account. Then you're going to see a lot of me next week. I swear to God, how the kids say, oh, he got caught in 4K? That is the clearest video. You could see every single grain of whatever that stuff was in the bag. It's amazing. It's like the first time I ever watched a baseball game on an HD TV, and it's like, whoa, I can see every blade of grass on this whole screen. It's like that. It's what you're looking at. It's amazing how clear the picture was. You could see every single thing, every part of the interaction was all right there. And Diggs didn't seem bothered by the fact that he was being videotaped handing someone something that could be construed as something bad, right? He didn't seem bothered by that at all. He seemed very calm and sort of, here you go, ladies. There you go. Have fun. like he was handing him like a life jacket to go tubing or something. Like, here you go. It's just very very nonchalant. I guess if you're Steph Diggs, you don't bag Cardi B and all the other ladies he's been rumored to be connected to. If you're high strung like a nighttime radio host all the time, it probably wouldn't work. Anyway, I also saw a video today posted by our own Tom Carroll of the first two wide receiver reps of the day. They went to Jalen Polk and Javon Baker, simple crossing routes, and they both dropped the ball. The first two balls that came out. One came to Polk, he dropped it. The one came to Baker, and it almost looked like he swatted it down. I don't know if he caught it very quickly and threw it down or if he missed it or what exactly happened, but it hit the ground. And I just sort of remember going, oh. And Steph Diggs is, oh. What's the rookie's name? Kyle Williams? Kyle, buddy, we're going to need a lot from you this year. I think Kyle Williams is going to have to step up big. He's going to have to be the X factor on the offense, which brings me to my main point here, which is if Kyle Williams is someone that the Patriots are going to have to really rely on this year, then this offseason was a failure. If that's the way that they're going to be looking at this in the wide receiver room, wide receiver being a big, big position that they had to really rework in the offseason. We have got to help our guy out. We have got to help Drake May out at this position. We have got to improve. We have all these young players. Half of them can't get on the field. We got to bring in some veteran presence. We got to bring in someone who can maybe mentor these kids. Where's Stefon Diggs? Oh, there he is. He's on the boat with Cardi B and several young women who are all very eager for him to share his whatever that was. This is a little bit more. Mike Vrabel talking about Diggs, and not necessarily the boat thing, but what Diggs has been doing since he showed up and how it's sort of been with him since he first got there. And just listen to the way that Vrabel answers this.
He was here last week, according to a video.
Everything that we're going to do, Karen, is we're going to coach the guys that show up at 8, and the ones that say, hey, I got a situation, we'll be at 8:05. We'll coach those as well. This is a voluntary part of our off-season program. And every player that's not here, which there aren't many, have been in communication with me and their position coaches.
Okay, stop it right there. I know there's more, but just stop it right there for a second. He was there last week. Karen, we're not going to talk about people who aren't here. Okay? If you're here at 8 o'clock or you say I got a problem, I'll be here at 8:05, then that's fine. We can work on that. That's not so coded language there, isn't it? Is Diggs showing up on time? Is he making it? That's what that sounded like to me. Someone says they're going to be here at 8, great. If they say I got a thing, I'll be at 8:05, fine. If it's Steph Diggs and he shows up an hour after we all got here, then, that's something else. That's what it sounds like he was sort of getting at there. It's optional. He doesn't have to be there for every single one of them, but I wonder if maybe he's already upset the new head coach a little bit, the new guy in town here. I wonder if maybe there's a little bit of that going on. And listen, we're talking about a wide receiver who has been notoriously difficult to deal with in every single stop he's been in. Listen to the rest of this now.
Based on what you've seen from the times he's been around, how would you say he's progressing?
Again, the timelines and the prognosis and everything again, we're working hard to get him back and to be ready to go. But,
What is that? That's not an answer. The timelines and the prognosis and we're working to get him back. That's not an answer to a question. That's nothing to do with what she asked you. Well, how's he been when he's been here? Well, the timeline and the prognosis and the what? What are you talking about? That was a simple question. I think you got a problem there with Diggs. I think there may be a problem brewing. It's not a big problem, obviously. It's May 28th. But I'd keep an eye on that. I'm keeping an eye on that. Especially if more videos emerge. Because, wow, that was something today.